We're talking about Eureka 7 Hi-Evolution. Technically speaking, we're talking about the movie versus the anime, kind of, sort of.
Listen, guys, we told you that we would watch the two movies and then talk to you about it before we go see the third movie. Well, this week is that week, except we couldn't get through it.
We could not get through the first movie.
I don't want to make it a habit to let you guys down. I want to do what we say we're going to do. But that was 40 minutes of pure torture, and that was only half the movie. I did not know what was going on. I didn't know if it was because I didn't watch the anime. They kept on going back in time and going in front of time and back in time and just showing only like minute and 30 like second clips that had nothing to do with each other really. However,
Yep, you got it.
the light and color scheme were cool.
So basically, the movie starts off fine. We're like at the beginning. It's like 10 years before the actual like anime is taking place and stuff. And we're basically at like the heat of the battle and everything's going on. We see how all that stuff happens. And then we get to the part where we see Renton as a 14-year-old, I think. And then like it's like saying like, oh yep, this is how I got here, yada yada yada. And I'm just like, huh, okay. And then it just, like Mike said, it keeps on cutting like back and forth between two different timelines.
I'm not gonna lie.
I don't even know why it's doing that. Just play the movie in order.
For the first 15 minutes, when they said Ren 10, I really thought they were saying Ben 10.
It's Ren 10.
And I was gonna look at you and be like, it's kind of cool that they named their main character Ben 10. Wonder if that's how the show got started. But you just cut me, like, you didn't cut me off because I didn't start saying it, but before I told you, you looked at me and said something about Ren 10. And I was like, oh, that must be the Ben 10 guy I'm thinking. So, oops.
Whoopsies. Yeah, I know one thing. I thought Eureka was like the same age as Renton, but she's not. She's probably like in her 20s and human years or something. I'm not too sure. Don't know how she ages. But when Renton is a little kid, she's like the same size and everything. When Renton is a wee lad, but she's the same size and everything when he's a teenager. But she grows up during like the other movies and stuff.
Yeah. Mm. So anyways, we would love to continue talking about this, but instead of wasting time on the movies, which by the way, we only watched 40 minutes. If we offended somebody and it's actually a great movie series and it doesn't get better till the end or something, or we just didn't give it enough time, or it picks up in the second one, makes sense, please email us at
otakunews with a Z at gmail.com.
and let us know, and then we'll come back and we'll actually sit through them.
Yeah.
But right now I thought it was a waste of time, and this is coming from someone who hasn't seen the anime.
And someone who's actually watched it.
Which then, he's like, I can't do...
This was basically a Bel Air situation.
Yeah, it is a Bel Air situation. He was like, I can't do the fans dirty like that. We still have to talk about Eureka, so you're going to sit down. You're going to like it, you bad Mikey boy. And you're going to watch Eureka 7. And then he spanked me.
That was not what I did, and those weren't my words.
So I watched
At all.
Cut that out. The whole Marcus talking part.
I made him watch it. That part
See?
is true. That part is true. Everything else is not. But I was just like, no, I can't let you watch this movie and think that this series just sucks. So we're going to watch the first episode.
And I thought the series still sucked.
Did you?
No, I actually liked it.
See? There you go. Didn't it make more sense than the movie did?
The whole first episode was essentially everything we saw in the 40 minutes of movie.
Well, partly, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Yeah, it was essentially like Bel Air. Bel Air did in 40 minutes what the first episode of Fresh Prince did. Or wasn't the first episode an hour?
The first episode...
Or was it 45 minutes?
I think it was around 50.
Fair.
But this is like... You know, it's the same as Bel Air, but at the same time it's completely different just because, like, Bel Air was kind of a completely different show, but still wanted to cater to the old fans in some way or form.
Yeah.
It kind of didn't work.
I see that.
And this one, they were just like, hey, it's been a while for Eureka 7, well, let's make something for the fans, and they did, and it didn't work.
So, is that the end of the war session?
Well, I didn't have enough time to, like, come up with questions for you, but I'm just going to try to come up with questions right now.
Okay, because we do got some announcements to share with them, too, so...
Oh, okay.
It's all good if the
Well, I'll ask you a couple questions, and we'll just go on from there. I'm pretty sure I won't have that many since they're going off the top of my head.
Oh, that's fine with me. We can continue.
So, have you watched more since you started watching it?
No.
No?
Because I never know what we're watching together and what we're watching separate.
Gotcha, fair. So, you said you liked it overall. Did you how did you like it compared to other anime in general?
How old is it?
Ooh, this came out a long time ago. I'll look it up real quick. I'll look it up.
Because before you actually tell me the date, the pacing didn't feel like anime of today. It felt like back when I used to watch Inuyasha, Yu Yu Hakusho, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball, Bleach.
2005.
Oh, I think that's close to when Naruto came out. Wait, no, Naruto came out in 2000? Or 2003?
I was thinking 2003 too. I was thinking not at the same time as Yu Yu Hakusho, just because I think the animation looks like higher quality.
Well, I stand by what I say then. I feel like the pacing of it reminded me of like an older, like Toonami beginning
Okay.
sort of anime, like Yu Yu Hakusho, Dragon Ball Z, because it didn't like grab my face and bash it into the anime instantly. It was like a slow burn. Also,
Took its time.
yeah, and also maybe I had a bad taste from the movie end because I was seeing some scenes that I've already seen,
Yeah.
and I was already confused. So that could be part of the reason too. But
Yeah, you probably were just thinking to yourself, okay, I just saw the movie, I literally just saw the scene, like let's get to it.
But I find it hard to rate animes because like anime of today, they usually within the first episode or two like grab your face and slam it in there. Like
Yeah.
I mean Demon Slayer for an example, which this isn't a spoiler because I'm pretty sure by now everybody's seen Demon Slayer.
Did you
At
watch
least
all
the
Demon
first-
Slayer?
I'm talking about just the first episode.
Oh, okay.
I mean, at the end of the first episode, or no, halfway through the first episode, his whole family gets murdered, right?
Yeah.
Grabs your face and just throws it in there.
He almost dies himself.
Shield hero, he gets accused of being like raping a girl halfway in, right?
Pretty much near the end.
Oh yeah, see, Goblin
Yeah.
Slayer, that whole cave scene at the beginning.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like anime pacing nowadays just kind of real quick
Well,
throws you
that's-
in because they want you to watch
That's
it.
because audience changes over time. What we like changes over time. So
Yeah.
people are like, oh yeah, Yu Yu Hakusho and Dragon Ball and Eureka 7, that was. I'm not saying it was good for the time. I think it still is good, especially for this times. Especially since it's kind of something different too. You can watch.
Well, what I'm saying is, I think all the modern day, I really like how they can grab your attention right away. But from the past, I like the stories being worth it. At usually by the time you finished or something, the stories are worth it.
Yeah.
Like Yu Yu Hakusho, the story was worth it. Dragon Ball Z, the
Mhm.
stories were, so on and so on. But not saying that the newer ones ain't worth it like that. But I mean, that was what I'm trying to say is I don't know if it's nostalgia that makes those animes better than they are, or if I just like all the animes. I just,
It sounds like. I mean, it sounds like you still like it, despite that slow burn, though, right?
yeah.
Was that slow burn
All
like?
this-
Was that slow burn more of a bad thing to you?
No.
Okay.
Sidetracking. I think old anime is good. I like Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. I like new anime.
Yep.
I like Demon Slayer. I like mid anime. Not saying like mid level, like bad quality. I'm talking about like in between, like Naruto and Bleach and this. I just noticed from the first episode we watched that it kind of took more of the older side of anime in the story development.
Yeah, I think
that's all I meant to say. But yeah, by the end of the first episode, I would, or was it the end of the second?
End of the first.
I remember saying I was in. I was like, okay, I'm in this.
Actually, no. We watched we watched 2 episodes, so it was the end of the second.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay, I'm hooked. That's good.
Yeah, because I think I made you watch 2 episodes because the movie kind of went into like the first and second episode plus even beyond, which I really hated how it did that because the show like has this nice mystery along to it, and I felt like that was kind of spoiled for you. So I kind of hated that you watch the movies. Not your fault. It's probably technically mine.
To be fair, I have to watch more of the anime, but with the first 2 episodes that I have seen, I don't think it's anything special. So I think it's only like a 7 right now. Maybe a 6. Like, it's good. I just don't think
say that's a good start.
Yeah. I just don't know if it's anything special. But that's because I don't know.
I mean, I feel like that's how it is with, like, animes like these, though. Like, even Yu Yu Hakusho, I was like, okay, yeah, this is pretty cool, but I don't know if it's, like, going to be anything worthwhile.
Yeah.
And it was by the time I finished watching it.
Yeah, you're right. Because I think the first episode was...
First episode is just Yusuke basically dies and learns the meaning of life or something like that.
Yep. Any other questions?
Nah, that's the only one I could come up with, basically. I told you there wouldn't be that many.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing more. Like I said, I don't think it's anything special right now, but that's not saying that if I finished it, I won't think it's something special.
Actually, no, here's another question. Do you have a favorite character? Despite, I know you've only watched 2 episodes, but if there's anyone that, like, catches your eye?
The kid's kind of annoying.
Renton?
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of got that vibe too when I watched it. I felt like he was like, dude, like, when I was watching it, I was like, dude, I get it. Like, you're saying your life sucks, but he keeps on saying, this sucks, this sucks, this sucks.
The girl is mysterious, and it would be cool to know more, but I haven't seen enough of her for her to be a favorite character. So I guess if I had to pick one, which I don't have one really right now, but if I had to pick one, I guess it'd be like the dad scientist dude that's taking care of Renton. Was that
his grandpa
or something? Yeah. Right now, he's my favorite character.
Interesting pick. How do you like Holland?
Who's he again?
He's the guy with the gray hair that Renton looks up to.
Oh yeah, I think he's just as annoying as he is.
Oh man, wait till you see how they clash over time.
Oh, fair. Yeah, so I ain't got nothing left to say.
I got nothing left either. That's our thoughts on Eureka 7 Hi-Evolution. Basically, couldn't get through it. We watched 40 minutes. We think it sucks. Wasn't really worth watching at all. Check out the anime though, because I think that one's good.
That's the end of the war session. We don't have any emails, right, to answer?
We did not have any emails, no.
All right. And we didn't have anybody jump in chat that we have to answer. So, for you guys, we're just going to update you on us. Because, I mean, if you made it this far, you obviously dedicate your time to listening to us, the content, our personas.
Well, this is new.
So, going forward, I think we're going to... Well, the second part I have to talk to you about. We can talk live and discuss it. But the first part, we've decided that the podcast, we're going to split into 2. We're going to have... You can still find both of them under Otaku Wars. But we're going to have the Otaku News for people who just want to hear the gaming news and the anime news and the random news. And then we're going to have the War Session Debate as a separate one. We're going to have the news coming to you as soon as possible, so Sunday or Monday still. Every Sunday or Monday, so you can get it as fast as possible from the live show that we do on Friday. And then on Thursdays, I think we're going to upload the war session. We're splitting it up because I don't know if there's people out there that only want to listen to the news and people who only want to know like about the topics. Because like when we did the YouTube, that Naruto video did pretty well, and that was just me randomly talking about how there should have been a Naruto RPG, and we discussed it. And I mean, that could have technically been a war session.
It could have, yeah.
This being said, nothing will change on the live show. Except I was thinking, instead of trying to push the war session to 30 minutes, I mean, we should just tend to go like more naturally. If there's nothing more interesting left to say, we could either go on to a new war session.
Oh, I didn't even know we were trying to push it to 30 minutes. I was just talking to Tom.
I didn't.
And it just happened to be like somewhere around 30 to 45 minutes each time.
I mean, if there's stuff to talk about, but sometimes, for some reason, what I see, and maybe these people will agree with me or they'll be wrong, or they'll call me out for they don't want it longer. But for some reason, I was picturing like if I was a listener or a viewer, and I saw this on YouTube or something, and it was a debate, like a topical debate or something.
Yeah.
Something tells me that the minute mark that I would want to see to actually be invested
is the
in
actual debate
is about 15 minutes.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
What about you? Like,
Basically, like, no. When I go, there are times when like, I mean, I don't really listen to podcasts, but whenever I go on YouTube and I see something like in the title, but then I go into that title and it's something else, like I go and click off. Either that or I try, or if they have like, I go and click off if they don't have like a line that like or a mark that separates when they actually like talk about it.
Yeah.
If there's like a mark where they actually talk about it and I know exactly where it is, so basically in the YouTube they actually like mark it down, then I just go straight to it. But if it's not in there, then I just click off and go to another video.
Which on YouTube we separate everything for you guys anyway, so you can watch what you want to watch. But for the podcast listeners, this way you guys can watch the debates if that's all that you're into, or the discussions. We should change them to more discussions now.
They are more discussions than debates.
We very rarely debate.
Yeah.
But yeah, our discussions, or if you want the news, you can watch that, or if you've always liked both of them, then you'll just have them twice a week. This doesn't have to be permanent either, so if you guys hate it, we haven't gotten any emails yet, but feel free to email us and tell us that you preferred it the other way at
Otaku News with a Z at gmail.com.
We do check it every week.
Every week, yes. I checked it today, in fact, and there was nothing there. Actually, no, I didn't check it today. I checked it yesterday.
Any other updates?
So we're thinking about changing the war sessions too. They're still going to be the same overall. Like, we'll still talk about movies and stuff like that. But we're also thinking about talking like about other stuff besides movies, like just like random Twitter accounts and stuff like that.
Yeah, this would probably open up to possibly even doing, when we get more time, more war sessions a week. Because we still want to bring out, like when there's a new movie, we still want to go see the new movie and talk about it the same day, like we did Bad Guys or...
We did it for Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange. And we still have to finish the Harry Potter series. I still personally want to finish that.
Yeah, I want to finish that too.
I don't know if you want to finish the Pokemon series, but I'm down if you're down.
Are we on the third movie for Harry Potter?
Fourth.
We're on the fourth.
Because you actually really love the third.
Oh, yep, that's right. That's right. I really liked the third one. You're right.
Yeah. So we got we're gonna still finish the Harry Potter series. We're still going to. Are we gonna still do Pokemon? Do you still want to do Pokemon?
Yeah. Check out. We're still gonna be doing Pokemon on our Gotta Watch 'Em All series.
Gotta watch 'em all. Gotta watch 'em all.
Gotta watch 'em all.
Yeah. Other than that, we're thinking about doing some. I don't know. It's not final, so I'm just kind of throwing it out here to see what you want to do. But we've talked about this before. We want to do live watches.
Oh, yeah, we have been talking about that.
Yeah, so we will watch something, and we'll review it and watch it along with you guys.
Yeah, we still have to figure out how all that stuff works.
But we could even do the Pokemon show. But you said you've seen most of it, but I mean...
Well, it depends on the Pokemon. You mean like the Kanto region?
I mean, like
all of it? So I've seen the Kanto, I've seen like some of Johto. I've either seen some of Orange Islands or all of Orange Islands. I think I only saw some of Orange Islands. I've seen all of Diamond and Pearl. I've seen all of Black and White. I've seen all of XY. I've seen all of Sun and Moon. and I could not get into Journeys, which is the one that's on right now.
Should we tell them? Nah, I'll wait for a second for that. So, yeah, we'll do live watches. Right? That's what we're thinking about.
Johnny, we're doing live watches? Heck yeah, we're doing live watches, man. I love Pokemon.
Alright, we're still planning on doing games and stuff. Should we tell them about Creator Bootcamp, or should we keep that a secret for a little more?
I think we should keep that a secret for a little more until we actually find a timeline to actually do it.
Alright. We have something big where we'll be bringing you guys quite a bit of content, but it's still in the works.
Yes, sir.
Which leads me... Oh, yeah, the watching. See, I got distracted because you were telling me what Pokemons you did see, but I actually had something more. So, we want to do, live watches. And the reason, I think this is such a great idea is because Marcus has a YouTube channel, which I've recently made into a TikTok for him, too, which is doing pretty well.
Yes, sir. Good job, buddy.
And would you like to give them both the TikTok and the...
So it's basically my name, Marcus Haaksma, Haaksma. You can check me out on TikTok or on YouTube. Basically, the TikTok videos are just the shortened up versions of my videos on YouTube. So if you like those videos where it's just play straight through, you can watch those videos on YouTube. Or if you want to see those videos in small bits and pieces, you can watch them on TikTok.
That's Marcus Haaksma at TikTok or YouTube. And on there specifically, while I was editing them to shorten them down for YouTube, there's one particular video that caused me so much joy, and that's why I want to do these live watches with you, and that was you watching the first episode of Astro Boy. I was cracking up watching that video, and I was like, I wish I was there or invited to watch that with him, because I have a lot to say too. But yeah, that one was very enjoyable.
It was specifically what was it, 1963, I think?
Yeah.
Yes, I watched the first episode of Astro Boy 1963 because I made another video about...
And it's pretty weird.
Yeah, overall, the show is weird.
Funny note, I actually did read the whole Astro Boy manga series.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, and I don't remember that being as weird. I thought it was actually pretty cool.
See, I think Astro Boy is cool in general.
I didn't know
that show
made that 1963 show.
Yeah, that show is weird.
I didn't know that's first. Yeah. Anyways, that's what spawned the idea. Well, what made me want to do it more, is doing the live watches.
Nice. We can definitely test that out.
Other than that, let's see. Is there more updates? I thought there was more updates.
I don't remember any more updates.
Last week we didn't go live because we try to go every week, no matter what. And we did successfully do that with the podcast. We still got the podcast up last week. But we could not go live last week. We tried, and it just, both of our schedules kept on getting messed up through the day. And neither, because Marcus left one time and I did the solo show. So I called him and I said, yo, I'm filling in for my boss. The van broke down. I can't tell you guys where I was, but I was 2 hours from my home, essentially, because I just started my route that I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to wait for somebody else to finish the route to come pick me up. I essentially didn't get home in time to do the podcast that day. So I called Marcus when I was stranded, because I was thinking I was going to be home at like 6. And I said, yo, can you do a solo show? Because there's probably no way we're going to be able to like do this together unless you want to do a really late show. And he said
that I was really dang tired because I had to wake up super early in the morning. And I think I was up for like...
You said you couldn't sleep that night. Remember? You said like...
Yeah, I had to wake up early in the morning too, though. Like I had to... So basically what ended up happening is I tried to go to sleep at my normal time, and I could not fall asleep, and I had to wake up super early in the morning because of circumstances, and I only ended up getting like 4 hours of sleep. And I kid you not, as soon as I got home, I just plopped on my bed. I was just done.
So, we apologize.
Sorry about that.
It should hopefully not happen again.
Hopefully.
Or at least
Hopefully.
not for a long time.
It doesn't really... I mean, we've been doing this for how long now?
4 months?
4 months, and this is like really the first time when something like wrong has actually happened.
Well, the bright side about there being 2 of us is when there is something, the other one usually can do it, but as circumstances had it that day, just completely wrecked us both.
Yeah. Yeah.
Steamrolled us both. But Marcus still had our signature meal.
I did in honor of you, buddy. I did it for you.
And if you guys want to know that signature meal, subscribe to us on Patreon.
Even though we don't have a Patreon. It's meatballs and mac and cheese. You seriously got to try it. It's freaking delicious.
You gave that to him for free?
Yeah, I did, because I deserve to know.
Now I look like the bad guy.
Yes, I am the good guy.
They made a movie about me. Did you know that? The Bad Guys?
Oh, no way. We got to watch that. I should make a YouTube video about it.
Let's see. Updates. I think that was the end of updates. Me personally, I'm sorry if you hear like coughing or sniffling as of lately.
He's not feeling so hot. Allergies.
The allergies and the pollen count is really high right now, and it is wrecking me.
Which is weird. It's never this high during the summer.
Yeah, but that's because we had that weird spring.
Well, we had rain during our spring. That was weird.
And then it kept on going really hot and then really cold.
Suddenly it just starts
The
snowing
plants
again.
were like, dude, I don't know what's going on. So, but that should be sounding normal again
next
shortly.
week's war session?
Next week's war session. Let's see. Next week's war session.
Sounds like we want to do another Harry Potter.
I was about to say, that's a good idea. Maybe we should do number 4. It's about time.
All right, number 4. Okay, so Harry Potter number 4 is next week's war session.
Now, for new listeners, obviously Harry Potter's been out for a while. But Marcus has never seen Harry Potter.
Nope.
He's never read Harry Potter.
Nope.
In fact, he tried to stay away from Harry Potter.
Oh, well, I wouldn't say that. It wasn't really that hard.
Fair. But he's 23?
24.
24. And it's his first time without reading, because he hasn't read or watched them. And he's watching the films. And he's giving us a unique perspective as somebody who just comes into the films as films. And what he thought.
Not as adaptations.
And I'm not going to lie to you, I thought, before going into this, he hated Harry Potter, I thought. So I thought he was just going to dog on them even if they were good. I was not expecting him to like the first or second one, but this is a quick summary for you guys. He did not like the first one. He didn't think it was bad, but he did not like it, if I remember correctly, right?
I think I gave it like a 5 or 6, somewhere around there.
And then number 2, which I also thought he wasn't going to like, he actually surprisingly did like.
Mm-hmm.
So that caught me off guard. And then the third one I was hoping he liked, because that was my favorite one. And he loved it, which was an amazing show. I loved that show. So now the fourth one is my favorite book, but I was disappointed in the movie. But I didn't know if I was disappointed in the movie because I loved the book so much. And maybe the movie is really good, and we'll find out when we talk about it next week, right?
All right.
All right, so plugs.
Plugs. So we already talked about my channel. We also have Chibi IRL, so you can check out Ren Yamada. It is Chibi basically living in our world who does different stuff. He just did the Goofy Goober dance from SpongeBob, so go check that out.
That is Chibi IRL on TikTok.
Yes, sir.
And one more time, Marcus Hawksma.
HAAKSMA on YouTube and TikTok.
YouTube and TikTok. And soon to be, maybe even by the time you guys hear this, on Monday, but maybe not, Otaku Wars on TikTok.
Oh yeah, baby.
With a different spin.
So Actually, this could have been part of our updates, actually.
Well, I'm not sure if I want to tell them the unique spin.
Oh, you want to leave us a surprise?
Yeah,
all right. We'll leave it a surprise. We'll leave it a surprise. You're gonna have to try to figure it out.
Other than that, the only other plug is, well, us.
Oh, sorry, I gotta put in my adapter.
Oh God. We have great things planned this summer. We finally, hopefully, will be able to get you guys some more stuff on a more regular schedule. We can link up more, and that's about as vague as I can be without giving you the details.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. That's as vague as you can be.
Exactly. Other than that, Naruto is awesome.
It is.
Aqua is hot.
Boruto's lame.
Baruto's lame. There's also a lot of other hot anime girls.
And remember to stay otaku.
That's exactly what I was going for. I got him to say it. I gaslit him to say it.
Technically speaking, I say it on the YouTube every single video.
True. Stay otaku, my friends.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Hey guys, Marquando here. On behalf of me and Mike Sensei, just want to say thanks for watching. We appreciate it. If you want to catch early news and early war sessions, be sure to check us out on Twitch every Friday night between 5 and 7. And remember, stay otaku.